All right, Jason, this excites me. I love this film like so many people did. Tell me all about what's happening in Sandusky for Tommy Boy Fest coming up here in early August.
Yeah, well, we're very excited here as well. This has kind of been 5 years in the making. We originally wanted to do this in 2020, had some things lined up, and then the bottom kind of fell out with everything with the pandemic. So kind of had some time to put this all together. And, the idea has expanded from, maybe just showing the movie and celebrating to over a one-night period to let's extend this over 3 days and give people really a look at what Sandusky is like. Even though the original Sandusky is not in the movie, we still want to celebrate this because that's kind of what we hear up here on the shores of Lake Erie is, other than being the home of Cedar Point, we're also the home of Thomas Callahan III.
So tell me, they didn't actually shoot Tommy Boy in Sandusky, but it was supposed to look like Sandusky? Is that what it was?
Yeah, so years ago, 1990, probably 3 and 4, when they were planning on doing the movie, Sandusky was written as the home and the location. And at that time, they do their background work on what, kind of what Sandusky looks like. And I used to work at the local paper here, the Sandusky Register. And from what my boss at that time, the chief photographer, he said that they actually reached out to him for photos and just different things from the city of Sandusky, trying to emulate kind of what Sandusky looks like when they were doing the movie. So whether it's the police, the big thing is that the police car that's in the scene with the bees, everyone in Sandusky thinks that car was actually one of the Sandusky police cars, but they just made it look like it. So yeah, you'll see in the movie there's actually a Sandusky Register. They're reading a Norwalk Reflector, I think, is in there. There's a Cedar Point mug on one of the desks in the movie. So they did their best. Even the Sandusky Register box is on the street. If you're really looking and pausing the movie like we kind of have been doing here for the past few years.
Talking to Jason Weling, he's with the city of Sandusky. Tommy Boy Fest coming in early August. So obviously Chris Farley is long gone, as is the great Brian Dennehy. David Spade would be available, but I understand he won't be there.
We don't think David Spade's going to be here. We do have Pete Siegel, the director of the movie. He's also director of 50 First Dates. And he has been working for the past couple of years of getting one of the original vehicles from the movie. I don't think it was the one that had the baby gate as the door, but one of the vehicles they used in the movie, he has been getting that restored for the past probably 2 years.
Oh, wow.
And that is going to be available and will be on site. So maybe the third biggest star of the movie, if the car was kind of, if anybody's seen that the car becomes a focal point, since it is a road trip of selling brake pads, across the country.
Right.
That will be here as well.
So no dead deer in the back seat, anything like that, right?
It wasn't dead.
That's right.
But yeah.
That's right. No, it wasn't. It was very much alive. So are there going to be any special games or activities like free auto parts or something?
Well, we have 3 days of fun planned here. There are still a few things that we're, getting agreement signed, but the first night will be a 90s band. The Menus are out of Cincinnati. Tommy Boy themed 90s music set with a screening of the movie right after that. We're going to do a Tommy Boy lookalike contest on that Thursday night as well.
For Chris Farley lookalikes or who?
Yeah, it could be Chris Farley. I think it could go as Richard. I think anything. If somebody really looks like Bo Derek, we're doing that for Thursday night. Friday night, we're really featuring the car in a movie replica vehicle type car show. Even though this isn't a replica, this is actually one of the vehicles from the movie. But we're looking to have other, there's a local Blues Brothers car that kind of drives around Sandusky. There's a Herbie the Love Bug that we know is local. So we're pulling in together some movie vehicles for that car show. And we're really looking forward to Saturday. That's the biggest day of the event. We've got starting off with a Tommy Want Wingy event that is kind of we're showcasing some of the wing flavors that you could find if you came up here locally into Sandusky. That kind of feeds back into that anniversary party for the brewery. And then at our Jackson Street Pier that's right on the waterfront, we're showing Tommy Boy there, as well as 50 First Dates, and having a Q&A with director Pete Siegel as part of that Saturday lineup. And we're still putting in a lot more things for the weekend for that Saturday, because that's going to be the biggest day of the event.
So before I let you go, Jason, how many people are you expecting to descend upon Sandusky?
We expect anywhere in the thousands to 10,000. There's already a lot of buzz with it, where we're getting calls, people or texts from somebody just texted me from New Hampshire saying, we're going to be there. We just want to know what hotel is close that might have breakfast in a place for us to park. So it's a movie that transcends the ages for being 30 years old and celebrating 30th.
Right. Kind of like the music we play. Just because it's older doesn't mean it's not classic. And Tommy Boy was a classic film from the 90s, no doubt. Jason, thank you so much for your time. Jason Weling with the City of Sandusky, talking Tommy Boy Fest coming up the first weekend of August in Sandusky. Most events are free other Other than the registration for the Wing event, Tommy Winging event, concerts and movie screenings are all free. Just sounds like good, clean fun. Thank you so much, and I hope we can bring some Maverick listeners from 103.9 The Maverick your way.
Appreciate it. That's exactly what I want to see. Everyone from the Columbus area coming up